Yeah.
Look at us. Look at us, big six.
I know.
That's
6
crazy.
episodes.
That's crazy that we hit 6 episodes already.
Yeah.
I feel like we just started.
And 6 comes after 5. Anyway, whoops. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Not For Nothing podcast, episode 6. I am Dame. He is Just Jew and whatever else he wants to call himself. And she is Agnes.
You know, you always start these things off wrong, and that's what causes me to mess with you. So
listen, I gotta get it in somewhere because there's gonna be fucking 2 hours of both of you. So let me get my shots off, and then we can just keep it rolling.
Just Jew, aka Panthera Leo, and Agnes, aka E, and Damien or Dame, aka Yeti Dick.
Yep. Anyway, this pod's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna be talking about all kind of shit. We're ignoring you. Listen, we're going to the Jruski, mocking Erika Kirk. Trump's back on his bullshit. Let's see what else. We're gonna play a bromance game. I don't know what that's about, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah, I need to stay tuned for that. That part.
Yeah, Agnes, did you notice that his Yeti Dick got circumcised this week?
Listen, since you want to continue to bring it up, the only reason I got the other pop filter is because I'm sure everybody who's been watching us for the last few weeks, my mic has been sounding crazy. And so we were trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Well, it turns out that this whole time, my mic has not been recording. It was recording from another mic, and that's why it sounded so shitty. So we've got it figured out.
So it wasn't the size of, so it wasn't
it out by accident.
So it wasn't the size of the boat, it was the motion of the ocean.
I don't even get that analogy, but I'm rocking with it. Let's go.
Shout out to
I've been dying all
business.
That part.
Classics.
I've been dying all day. This shit with Jruski had me fucking crying. I already okay, so for those not now tuning in and haven't seen what's going on, Jruski, he dressed, or it seems like he imitated Erika Kirk, and he did a hell of a fucking good job. Whoever his makeup artist is, kudos, hats off to this person, because oh my god,
nailed it. But he gets into the character too. But let's just check it out.
Raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers.
The awkward pauses.
The stare down
all
too.
His children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
All right. I can check the rest out.
He's so stupid.
Yo, listen.
Go ahead.
I don't even know what I was gonna say other than it's great. Like, it doesn't matter what he does, he gets full into character. Like, he nails it, and it's shit's hilarious. I don't know why people be getting so fucking upset. I mean, if I was her,
in real life,
yeah.
She's all the way mad. She's saying that if the tables were turned and she came out in character blackface, she would be dogged. People call her racist, all kinds of shit, bitch, whatever.
She's not wrong.
She is wrong. She is wrong.
If she came out,
not wrong. If she came out blackface, she would have got.
She's wrong. She's wrong complaining about it. Not that she's wrong that she would get roasted. Of course, she should get roasted, but she is wrong.
That
to
bitch
even
gives me
compare it.
the creeps. I try not to like watch her because she gives me the heebie-jeebies. When I seen that interview for real, that she really pauses like that, she really does that shit. That I'm like, what's wrong with her? What is wrong with her?
I don't know. Yeah,
she's Jew.
I don't know. This
She's
is
a reptilian. Just know
this
that.
This is all.
I'm
what I'm about to say might help convince you even more. But there's this weird thing with conservative women. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but they're all like the same, like weird, like with the dead eyes. Have you ever noticed like they're all
and
like
the weird personality and the weird like awkward personality? Yeah, facts.
They're all fucking weird. They all love to wear like red, like with the blonde hair.
The neck starts changing. You already know. I'm gonna start paying attention. The neck and the teeth. That's when you start noticing it, because it's not always the eyes. You'll see some weird shit happen in their neck.
Can we get through the first 2 minutes of a podcast without going into fucking Area 51 every fucking week? Like, what are we doing? The fuck?
I'm just saying, they live amongst us. Like, you're gonna start noticing. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
This shit's like
just
fucking.
We can
like,
move on.
Conspiracy theory propaganda. Like, chill. Like, it's gonna kill our fucking algorithm. Like on YouTube.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna manifest into reality for you, and you're gonna run into one, and then we're gonna have a conversation for real.
If I run into someone that resembles a reptile, I still wouldn't fucking. I'm not getting into this conversation. Back to Erika Kirk. I'm not doing it. Back to Erika Kirk. I don't even know what the fuck to say. She's weird and it's not comparable to blackface, and she should shut up.
Jruski rock on.
Keep it up. That was hilarious.
Let's go on.
That shit was funny as hell. Yo, speaking of funny,
hello,
Davian, what's going on with this? Oh my god. Give the backstory.
So
Julia, yeah.
All right. So the backstory for this, it's Learnmore. How would he say his last name? Jonasi. Jonasi, right?
Jonasi or Jonasi.
Jonasi. So he's a comedian, and he's being sued from the composer of The Lion King for $27 million.
That's crazy.
Because he is upset over a joke that he's been repeatedly saying about the lyrics to the theme song for Lion King. Do we have a clip on that? Yeah. So let's roll the clip.
Joke. And react to it. Look, there's a lion. Oh my God. You're joking. And that's why I'm getting sued for $27 million. And to make matters worse, I got served the lawsuit while I was performing on stage. What is this? What is this? Service. Oh shit, I just got served.
That's crazy.
Oh shit.
On stage.
I know that shit was so uncomfortable for him.
For those who are wondering what this is for, I did a joke about the Lion King. I don't know, you saw it? That was me, yeah. I'm paying for that shit now. This is the shit.
Good.
Fuck the Lion King.
I like what he adds here.
I just got served, bro. Yeah,
that's a
I got
nervous
served right in front of you guys. I'm now raising money and GoFundMe page.
Where he talks about. Listen to what he says here, because it wasn't part of the original joke.
Now.
Yeah, listen right here.
From this. You know, this is what happened. You know, I was watching The Lion King, and my question was, why do these lions have American accents? And they're like in Africa. And the only accent they gave it to the monkey. What the fuck? And it was Caribbean.
And that is kind of true, but weird, right?
It is. It is.
I never noticed it till he
I never paid it until you called it out. That's crazy.
So there's another clip with the composer, and this is his side of it. Damien, I don't know what you put.
The young man to have a conversation. I approach it on the basis that I'll have a conversation with him privately, So there's three things. First, offense is insulting my work that has been inspiration to millions of people around the world for over 30 years. Then insulting my culture. And then when I approach you to have a discussion privately, the young man said two key things that upset me. One, I've been doing this for 8 years. Two, I'm going to continue doing it. This after I explained the meaning culturally, historically, and why and how I got to write the song.
So I don't know how I feel about this. I mean,
I feel him though a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but to sue somebody, it's a joke.
Okay.
I'm actually surprised when you speak on that, Damien, because you're always the guy talking about comedians should have a license to parody and say what they want. And I'm not saying you don't feel that way. I'm just saying, wouldn't this be an example of pushing against that kind of freedom of speech and comedy?
No, I'm on the comedian side.
Mm-hmm. So where's the iffy part for you, or on the fence side?
Well, just I get how it made him feel, but to take it to a lawsuit and where you come up with $27 million from, I mean, over yourself. Like,
I think the lawsuit came because of the respect issue. I feel like if they would have just had a conversation about it, and it would have been lightheartedness, it would have been swept under the rug, and they probably would have been cool if he would have just, had a conversation and hear homeboy out. It could also have been that homeboy probably came at him a little aggressive, and that's why he was like, man, listen, I've been doing this shit for 8 years. I'm gonna keep doing it for 8 years.
It went both ways. The clip was long, so it wasn't included in the clip. But in this same message that we just watched, he goes on to call the guy like a hack comedian. He calls him an idiot. So, he was already, So the other comedian responded with like, he was willing to make some kind of video with the guy and kind of, them join together, because he said it was interesting to learn that there was a deeper meaning to it. But at the end of the day, it was just a joke. And it shouldn't go this far.
Shit was, I thought when I saw the clip for the first time, I didn't think that it was a joke. I thought it was for real. He was really translating it.
Well, the translation is somewhat accurate. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, everybody knows that scene. It's pretty iconic. The first thing you hear when you put on Lion King, whatever. None of us ever knew what that meant. So when the comedian does a translation, apparently, and you saw it on the clip, apparently there's more to the meaning of it other than the verbatim translation. And I think that's what
he's mad about,
right? But
that terminology is used for how they address like royalty or kings in their country. So though that was a literal translation, it means a lot more than "there's a lion." Wow.
But I love the Lion King, right? The animated with that CG shit, but love the animated original film. It's classic, it's iconic, but we have to acknowledge the fact that Disney has had a history of sort of rewriting certain cultures and certain aspects of certain cultures. They've gotten better a little bit over the years, but I can't help every time I see some movie with some island person or some, where I'm just like cringing. Like one of my favorite movies of all time is Coco. I love Coco. And I was so scared when that movie came out because I was just like, oh, they're going to kill Mexican culture. But they gave it the respect it deserved. But sometimes they don't do that. Mulan, and I can go on and on. So with The Lion King, I get why this guy would be a little bit offended by it. But come on, it's a joke.
I think he should have just came out and set the record straight, been like, hey, haha, cool, but here's what though that is the literal translation, here's what it means in my country and to my people. And then,
But the controversy sells, and this is going to do good business for the both of them, I'm sure.
But that's what the comedian was saying. He was like, we both could capitalize on this and draw the attention. We have the eyes of the world now. So we could get together and, you know, push this forward. And the guy was just like, nah, take this lawsuit.
Yeah, I hate that because like, come on, guys. Like, I mean, you have an opportunity to put light on the culture, you know.
Yo,
like
here's the wild part is like in the lawsuit, I guess he has to be claiming like some kind of damage with the joke or whatever. This guy's been telling this joke for 8 years.
And this movie is iconic no matter what
the
joke anybody says.
30 years old.
That's true.
I don't know. Anyway, from one,
I mean, Hakuna Matata, like, come on,
no
guys.
worries.
Yeah.
Is that what it really means, though? Now I'm wondering.
Yeah, right. Well, what if it don't? Maybe that's his next joke.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's gonna have to definitely come up with a new one. Well, speaking of jokes, did y'all see this crazy shit?
What the hell?
Yes, I did.
And she was so serious. She was so serious too. Oh my god.
Well, for those that haven't seen it,
I thought this was AI when I first saw it. I didn't think it was real.
It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting. I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education. Welcome.
So in the longer clip to that, the robot starts saying like different greetings in different languages, and she kept like her white girl accent or whatever. But when you were saying, Agnes, there are better looking like and more crazy robots out there. Like I watched this company called Boston Dynamics, and they have like the most incredible like robots, androids, whatever. Like the things that these things do is scary. And then China recently had like a whole demonstration. No, Japan, was it China or Japan? I think it was China. Had a whole demonstration of the robots doing like martial arts, like fluid, in sync.
That's
crazy. It's crazy, but this is supposed to be for children's technology.
Like it was a summit on education. That's what it was.
And it's just weird and awkward, and it's weird because the robot looked a little bit off balance, and so did Melania.
Melania was off balance.
Little stumble.
You know what she looked like? She looked like Caitlyn Jenner walking.
Oh,
that's what she looked like. Dead ass. Put it again.
She went from carpet to hard floor, and she stumbled a little bit. But what I think they're not saying,
reptiles don't walk well on carpet, so it's probably
facts. You see, we're on the same page now, Drew.
We are not.
Listen, all of this shit is funny, but I bet that shit we just saw is probably what they're planning on making the next generation's teachers.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy.
Programmed with whatever the fuck they want to spew in these fucking classrooms.
No human emotion, and very they can program specifically whatever they want.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, they already disrespect teachers. Why not replace them, right?
I mean, they already don't pay him enough. Now they wouldn't have to pay him at all.
I don't think this is gonna
crazy. The fact that
bypass this administration.
I was a kid once upon a time, and they talked about my future being like this, and you don't really like you hear about it. You remember as a kid talking about the future, seeing all this in the future, and then living it for real, and you're like, oh shit, like.
Yeah, watching
even having being on a FaceTime on a Zoom or whatever on a app where we talking in face real life, like all that shit. I was a kid when we were talking about
watching the Jetsons.
It's gonna be like the Terminator, the Jetsons, iRobot. They're gonna be documentaries at this point if we keep going in this direction. So yeah, scary times. I'm not too scared about the robots right now, but it was just kind of weird. Just adds to the awkwardness of her and the whole administration. And yeah.
Listen, she would rather walk next to that robot than she would her own fucking husband. That's obvious.
That part.
Those are facts right there. Complete facts. It's funny. They must have had the conversation after the last time he was president to kind of slow down with that stuff, because she
wouldn't hold his hand. She wouldn't even hold his hand. She'll be like,
you don't even really see them on frame together anymore. Like I seldom ever see them together.
She's so over him. She is so over him.
Yeah,
like
but
until this little movie shit came out. Like, when was the last time you saw her? Like, she's like, anyway. Not that I'd be looking for her anyway.
Yeah. That would have been funny if the robot would have tripped and she would have tripped too. That would have been.
That would have. Oh my god, that would have break news for real. That would break the internet.
Wildness. Well, speaking of breaking the internet, one of the biggest stories out there right now is this shit show.
That's crazy. And what's crazy is that they're not even letting them cover their faces. They're putting their own, like, they're letting them be in danger. And they're like okay with it. I don't know if they're okay with it.
They shouldn't be covering their face.
No, they shouldn't, but they were covering their face to protect themselves because they know that they was going to get attacked by the public.
No, they were covering their faces because they're breaking the law. And they know that once this administration is over, they're going to be prosecuted. So it's easier to cover themselves when they're murdering people in the street and ripping American citizens and kids and families apart. No, they should not be wearing. Law enforcement should never wear masks.
Why? If it's breaking the law, which it is, I know it is. Well, who's giving them the okay to do this is Trump. So is he going to face time?
Who?
Trump.
He should. He shouldn't even be in office. He should be in prison. So, but when you're dealing with billionaires and
their lives on the line,
they get away with whatever they want. But as far as the real controversy behind all of this, I don't know. Dame, did you want to go over some of the details on it?
With ICE or just the TSA you're talking about in general?
Because TSA is still not getting paid, right? They're still not getting paid.
Right. Well, they are not getting paid.
They are not getting paid. And
they still have to work.
Right. They are required to show up. A lot of people are calling out sick, obviously, because they're not getting paid. And that's what's causing some of the jam up at the airports. But I think, well, obviously they're not getting paid, but the reason they're not getting paid is because Trump doesn't want them to get paid, and they're trying to blame it on the Democrats. But Republicans came out and made a statement and told us clear as day what it was.
I came up with a plan. We said, look, it's a two-step process. The Democrats have offered to open up everything but ICE. Ted and I said, okay, let's accept their offer. And then at the same time, we would offer a bill for reconciliation where we don't need any Democratic votes to do whatever we wanted to do with ICE. And that way we're out of the shutdown and DHS is back open. We submitted that, Senator Thune submitted that to President Trump, as is his right. He said no deals with the Democrats. It would have worked. We could have had TSA paid by the end of the week, but the president said no deal.
That shit's infuriating because it's like he says it's the president's right to refuse the deal. No, it's not. These are separate parts of the government. We have three equal bodies in the government, and they're just giving their power away to acquiesce to Trump. That I think they need to pull his card and force him to the table. They should have signed the bills. They should have passed it through Congress and leave it for him to sign or not sign. But they won't do that. They'll play the whole dance and still blame the fucking Democrats when it's clear as day what the fucking issue is. So then you have to ask yourself, why?
SAVE Act.
I don't think it's the SAVE Act.
It's the SAVE Act. But go ahead. I'll say whatever I'm going to say. But I thought that's where you were going with it.
In Project 2025, they spoke to this. And what they wanted to do was privatize the security in the airport, get rid of TSA. So what better way than to damage the reputation of TSA? Because they currently are struggling to recruit, because who the fuck wants to take a job where they're potentially not going to get paid for a long period of time, in a time where everything is expensive as shit and hard to afford anyway. So this is, I think, is an intentional ploy to begin the dismantling of TSA and getting us used to having ICE in the fucking airports.
I think this might be a case of kill two birds with one stone, because the immediate advantage that they get by doing this, and Trump has already been kind of on record talking about it, where he wants to push through the SAVE Act, which
SAVE Act
essentially
failed in the Senate today.
Okay, but this was initially what was happening. This was like his kind of threat. So the idea is, if you can, and we covered the SAVE Act a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
They're gonna try to limit voting, especially women's voting and all of that stuff. So if he can accomplish and sort of hold Americans hostage, putting ICE, defunding the TSA, all of that, and get this pushed through, or apply some sort of pressure, then yeah, he's accomplishing the two goals that he wants. The real problem with this is the impact. And it's crazy, because whether it's the tariffs, whether it's the wars that he's starting, it's almost like we're all the sacrificial lambs in here, and whatever, like
what it feels like.
And I'm not even talking about,
this is one of the highest travel times of the year. It's fucking spring break. Everybody's crossing the country, trying to go have a good time.
It's good for the economy.
Yeah. Speaking of economy, the airlines are having to reduce their flights by 10%. So the airlines are taking a hit. What do you think that's going to do to the cost of the rest of the flights? They're not going to be.
No, they're cheap right now. Listen,
I'm saying it's going to have it's cheap now, because
no, it just went down, because it was just up 3 weeks ago, almost double the price. And when I went to look for tickets, I'm talking about like $400 round trip.
To travel when?
To travel next week. To Dominican Republic.
I don't know if that correlates, directly. What I will say,
the airline.
Yeah, I think it depends on the airline. I think all the other factors still matter. A couple of weeks ago, my cousin from Florida, from Orlando, got a round trip ticket to New York for like $100-something. So, I mean, it fluctuates. Yeah, I can't get that deal. I'm trying, because I was planning on going to New York in April. But yeah, how many TSA agents have quit? Thousands of them. They're not getting paid. And what does this do to affect not only you see all the lines and what all the passengers, but what about security? What about security? Like, you're on mute, Agnes, if you're trying to talk.
Sorry.
But
weren't they threatened? Wasn't TSA agents threatened if they didn't go to work or show up to work?
Yeah, I'm sure that they've been threatened that they're going to lose their job if they don't show up. And I know some of them have
get
quit.
fined. Get fined. Like, I don't know. I thought I heard something like that. They were like forced to still come to work without getting paid, and if they didn't, they were going to get fined.
I mean, you got to figure it this way, right? They're not getting paid, so they're missing paying their bills. Some of them are getting evicted from their homes.
Yeah, they're probably having to Uber and do whatever they can to make money to pay their bills. Like, the bills don't stop.
Right. Morale is declining for the people who, remain on. And then when they see ICE agents just kind of sitting around, not really helping, if anything, making things harder, putting a lot of tension with the passengers, all the confusion, this opens it up, God forbid, for a terror attack, and then what?
Don't you have a clip of what's going on in the airports with the ICE agents?
Do I? No.
No.
All right, we could cut that shit out. So yeah, and then another factor is, back pay. If they start paying them once we, open this up, if we ever do, right? The back pay for the TSA agents. And really, I mean, do we need to have ICE agents in the airport? Like, does this really need to be a thing? Yeah, I don't get it. The only good thing about this is some of them, well, they're not allowed to wear masks, so they're not doing quite the damage they would normally do. I bet you if they were allowed to wear masks, we'd be seeing a lot more footage of people being dragged.
Oh yeah, they'll be braver. They will be braver for sure.
It's definitely a ploy because in the cities, it's not every airport around the country, so ICE didn't need to be dispatched everywhere. In these cities, they could have easily activated the National Guard to help with security if they needed security in the airports, and the National Guard could have been at security points, and the TSA could have focused on doing the scanning and the monitoring and all of that shit that's important. So it's really just a fucking ploy because we've had TSA, the National Guard in our airports before.
So are they saying that the reason why they have ICE in the airports is for security purposes, not to detain brown people?
Right.
Yeah, but they've already done some of that, and they were saying how they're not like IDing people, but there's footage and reports that they have been. And back to the original point with Donald Trump, this is yet just another aspect of everything that he's touching, he's destroying. Part of America. There's not one aspect of the political conversation where I think he's doing well in. He's miserably failing.
There's one.
I find that hard to believe, but
his personal pockets and his family.
Well, that's not helping the American people.
No, but it's the one area he's succeeding in.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call that a success. Stealing isn't a success. Like corruption isn't. I mean, you could be successful in doing that, but that's not true success.
Right, obviously.
And to the point earlier, like if Democrats and Republicans, and I've never seen this before, where they're outwardly saying that they had a deal in place to alleviate the problems, and then the president just says, no, you're not going to do that. That's the whole reason why we have a legislative branch.
Because the deal is not what he's looking for. He wants ICE in there, and he wants to dismantle the TSA.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that's how weak they are.
But that's how mindless his followers are as well, because he can just get up there and say the Democrats are blocking a deal. The Democrats are blocking
and
a
they
deal.
Believe that. And they believe that. And they're saying that it is. They're saying it is Democrats blocking the deal.
Yeah, it's like they parrot everything that he says. Yeah, every single thing that he says. And that's the danger. And this is the reason why we have the three branches of government, is to avoid stuff like this. The president should not. I mean, obviously, presidents are always going to have some influence on what the legislative does, but it shouldn't be to the point where they have an agreement and they just can't get it done because he's just kind of bullying his way through it.
And I wonder what the numbers were, but we'll never find out because they don't even have the balls to put it forward. But they potentially could have had numbers that would exceed the veto potential. So, I mean, that's why they have the power, the equal power they do.
I don't think this dismantles TSA. I think TSA continues. I don't think this is going to work, other than that it's just hurting them right now.
TSA is going to have a hard time. The longer this goes on, I mean, like you said, thousands of people are quitting. They're having a hard time recruiting people because
nobody wants to work
for free.
That part.
And
I mean, eventually we're going to see pilots go on strike. We're going to see this is going to have a domino effect. I'm not saying that the accident at LaGuardia had anything to do with this, but for the last year since Trump has been president, the air travel has been severely weakened.
Wild.
But it is Trump related, not TSA related. But if you remember when he first came in, he pretty much dismantled the FAA.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying in this particular incident, if it had anything, there's no correlation direct.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I saw this thing the other day where it says that Donald Trump, I can't remember the quote exactly, but it wasn't Donald Trump is the worst thing to happen to America. He's the worst thing to happen to the world in like 40 years. And that's a whole new level of just being shit. The whole world is suffering because of his actions.
The shit he did in Argentina and Iran is having an impact on the world.
Oh, the stuff with Argentina. I don't know if you saw this, but they just did like a UN vote. I know this is off the subject. You saw that, right? And Israel, the United States, and Argentina were the only 3 countries that essentially voted to say that slavery wasn't the worst like crimes against humanity.
Right.
You can't make this shit up, but yeah.
Bro, and then there was like 50 countries who abstained, which were a lot of the European countries who took advantage of slavery. They were just they weren't willing to say no, but they weren't willing to say yeah either. So they're like, yeah, we see you, but we just gonna chill over here.
Yeah, but then you see a lot of the countries that they claim to be communists and claim to be terrible countries. Well, that are communists, but are terrible countries, they say. And they're voting against it. You know, like China. You know, you hear all this rhetoric about how they hate China and whatever, and hear China saying, yeah, that's not really, good to do, so yeah, it's crazy. It's gross.
Well, there's more gross shit.
Rump administration pays
French company. Let me just take an opportunity to let everyone know why it looks that way. I refuse to capitalize Trump's name. I will never do it. It's an intentional error. It's not an error. It's intentional disrespect. So that is the reason why you will never see Trump capitalized here. But you were saying, Drew?
Yeah. So just to add a little bit to that. So when Damien put up the banners, I'm like, well, I don't want it to look like a typo. So
I'll make it look like capitalized.
But then Damien's like, well, it looks more like a typo. And I'm just like, so that's why I said like T-rump. So anyway, I know we're childish. Anyway, to the point and to the getting back on track here. So what's essentially happened here is that Donald Trump, his administration, has agreed to pay roughly $928 million to $1 billion to a French energy company called Total Energies. Now, essentially, this payment is a refund for offshore wind leases the company had already purchased for projects off of New York and North Carolina. In return, the company, Total Energies, will give up, completely just terminate the offshore wind projects that they were working on. So that money apparently is supposed to be allocated now for them to begin money into fossil fuel projects, which is something that the world should be trying to get off of. And this is what the Trump administration is paying them, $1 billion to do this. Guys, thoughts?
Well,
sounds sketchy.
Who's going to benefit from the need for more fossil fuel? The oil
industry. And they are big supporters of Republicans and the Trump administration. Facts.
I'm speechless. We gave someone $1 billion to stop some shit that won't ruin the world, the planet, to continue doing some shit that's ruining the planet.
You know what's deeper than that?
They're forced to accept it?
That's what's deeper than that is they paid another country that's going to be helping the United States and investing in the United States. They paid them money to say, no, fuck us over.
I don't know. I feel like there's so much shit behind the scenes that just don't make sense why a lot of the things are happening unless there's some personal or I don't know.
I mean, they're using taxpayer money essentially to stop clean energy initiatives. Like when do you ever hear that? Even Republicans in the past in campaigns, they clean energy, and yeah, you know, drill baby drill, but we also got to be responsible, blah blah blah. And nope, like that shit is just out the window. Like just fuck it. Let's just kill the environment. Let's just, you know, forget renewable energy. You know, forget and this is gonna
because they got
yeah.
Is it because money talks to them? Because this is the thing that hear me out. We have a company that's investing in processing clean air, which means if they're going above and beyond to do this because they know it's going to save our planet, they're just going to let somebody come in and say, hey, I'll pay you some money, stop it. And they're going to be like, yo, money talks. I mean, I don't think they really give a shit about the money. I feel like if anything, they give a shit about the world, and that's why they were in the process of creating whatever clean energy.
Every single time we have a Republican in office, they do shit like this. Not as egregious as what Donald Trump is doing.
I feel like they got threatened and they were forced to take this payment. I don't know. I don't think they just willingly took it.
All right. Agnes, I hear you. I'm just saying, I try to stick to the facts and not because I mean, I don't want to go there. I just want to stick to what we definitely know. I don't know if they were threatened or not. The truth of the matter is, when you're offering a company that kind of money from the government, I don't know if a threat is necessarily warranted.
It's $1 billion.
$1 billion, right?
You don't got to threaten me with a good time.
yeah.
Listen, it all.
Stated. But like I was saying, they do
this,
this, and then the Democrats spend the next couple of years trying to fix the problem.
Yeah.
And then they blame them for the lack of progress or the slow moving progress that the Dems make. And it's a cycle that citizens, people, we all just kind of fall into. But this is really ugly. And corruption just in plain sight.
Oh, well, a lot of corruption in plain sight.
Yeah, it really does come down to the money, Agnes. It's lining pockets in both directions. And you know, just this week, Trump was caught manipulating the stock market. He makes a comment about the war. The stock market responds, everything crashes. Then his rich buddies go buy up everything. Then he comes out and makes another statement, says, oh, we about to wrap this up in another day. The fucking market shoots off. And now they've made millions of fucking dollars in a fucking week. And if you don't believe that, believe this.
Thing. And here's kind of where the mystery is. I want to kind of zoom in on this area here. So I'll kind of zoom in so you can see this is just the volumes of people going into that oil market and kind of, for the most part, selling after that Donald Trump post. You can see there's this real spike in activity. A lot of people going in there, kind of this frenzy. And that's the kind of flip side of prices. But look at this. 15 minutes before that Donald Trump post, there was a very big amount of trading volume. Very big. In fact, actually, when you're looking at that amount of volume, that spike, that was the biggest trading volume that we saw that day. We're starting here just at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going through to that moment of the Donald Trump post. Relatively quiet volumes, not much going on in the market. And then all of a sudden, that.
I wonder who was the person who triggered everyone else to start reacting. I'm just wondering if they know. They know, right?
Well, that's insider trading. So we'll never know. We'll never know, but clearly someone knew what was about to happen, and they made damn near $600 million in 15 minutes. But it didn't stop there. Someone else made like 1.5 billion.
illegal. Crazy breaking news. A mystery trader put in a $1.5 billion notional bet that the stock market would go up this morning. And you guessed it, they put in this bet just before Trump tweeted. That's right, just 14 minutes before Trump said that they're having great conversations with Iran and he's putting a 5-day pause on blowing up their infrastructure. In one go, a trader bought $1.5 billion notional worth of S&P 500 futures and sold $192 million of oil futures. And 6 minutes later, the S&P 500 surged $2 trillion in market value. In a 5-minute window, traders placed $580 million worth of oil trades. And 14 minutes later, Trump tweeted this. This trader knew exactly what was going to happen. And he knew exactly when. In just under 20 minutes, they made out with hundreds of millions of dollars in profits. And of course, to nobody's surprise, Iran said none of this even happened. In fact, they also said it was a ploy to manipulate markets. They're not wrong.
Wow.
So he just goes out and makes a statement, fully bullshit, but he knows it's going to cause a reaction in the market, and people get rich. It's That's outrageous. Crazy. It's outrageous.
I don't know how nobody sees it. I don't know how his, I don't know. I'm sure. Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't see how his supporters don't see that. They can see him fucking stab someone in broad daylight and still be like, no, he did the right thing.
He said it years ago, and it's true. That's, I mean, it's a cult. We know it's a cult. You know, Dame, I watch every damn cult documentary that comes out. I'm always talking about them. And this is a cult all the way, 1000%. So I'm sorry if you're MAGA and you're a Trump supporter and you're listening to this, you're part of a cult.
But that's even the identifier. Like, they refer to themselves as MAGA, not a Republican. Mm-hmm. No, we different than that. We part of this clique. We part of this cult. It's wild.
You know, the good thing is that there's a lot of people jumping off of that. You know, we have Democrats winning.
It only took the fucking world to go to shit for people to start jumping off on that.
Yeah, and the world is continuing to go to shit. I mean, we're closer, you know, in the doomsday clock. Like every single aspect of this country, where I think our ranking has dropped as far as world democracies go. I think we went from like one of the top to like 50 something. Like, just like we're not the same country that we've been prior to Donald Trump, and it's only getting worse.
Yeah. Well, there is a bright note, I guess. I don't know if you guys saw, but they had a special election over, what is it, in Palm Beach County, where Mar-a-Lago is. And for the first time in a long time, a Democrat took the seat. So
and that seat was typically always blue. But then in recent years, because of Donald Trump, it's been purplish, right? So yeah, so she was able to claim that
it was red in the last election.
Yeah. So that was a big deal.
Even his neighbors is like, "Fuck out of here."
I think it gets to a point where you push it so far that even your closest allies just can't continue to be ride or die.
I think he knows it's coming, and I think that's why he's just trying to stack as much bread as possible. I think people got this guy dying like in the next 2 months.
Yeah, they've had him dying for a year now, but yeah, more than that.
I don't know. I saw a clip earlier today where he was. It was some ceremony. I don't remember what it was, but he was standing off to the side, and like he couldn't like hold his head up straight, and like his head was tilted to the left.
Don't start.
Dead ass.
Yeah, it was weird.
What do you think was happening, Drew? What do you think was happening to that guy?
He was morphing. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, like, chill.
That's not where I was going, bro.
No, I know you weren't going there, but I know I saw Agnes's face. She's like, "What? What? The fuck?" So, yeah.
Agnes was like, "What was his neck? What was his neck doing?"
I'm gonna look for the clip now.
She's like, "I'm gonna be paying attention to the neck,
yeah,
and the jowls. You know, I want to make sure."
Listen, his hair alone is sus. So I'm just saying.
Well, speaking of Trump's neighbors,
I'll just real quick. I just want to say I've been praying for this guy to have a heart attack and die, like for the longest.
Damn.
I don't think I've ever felt the only other person that I've ever well, a few people, but I'm thinking about it now. You know, my ex-wife.
Shit.
You know, Rush Limbaugh. Yeah, you know, a couple of other people. But it's rare that I ever just kind of wish, you know, somebody just fucking choke on a hot dog and die. Like, I want to see him shit himself, get up, slip on his shit, and fall and break his neck. Like that's what I want to see.
Tell me how you really feel.
Then I want them to revive him just for a few seconds, and then he has a heart attack and dies. Yeah.
Damn. Well.
How the fuck do you step away from that?
All right, enough of T Rump, but I'm just saying I wish nothing but
him and his buddy can both
bad
get
days and diarrhea for him. That's all I care about. I don't want him killed. Let me put that out there, because I don't want nobody coming after me. But I just want natural causes to kind of just kick in. That's it. Just maybe he chokes on one of those McDonald's burgers or chicken nuggets or something, or I don't know.
Well, I'm sure there are some women that are in the Epstein files that share your sentiment. Did you see what the Epstein's accountant testified to?
I did.
True that she received a financial settlement directly from the estate. Her attorney said that she has.
I believe that Jane Doe 4 received a settlement via mediation with the estate, I believe in 2025.
And her attorney saying she received that settlement because she was a victim of Epstein and President Trump. Is that accurate?
I don't recall the mediation statement or the lawsuit in particular, but I don't have recollection of President Trump. I know that she alleges that Epstein abused her, but I don't recall President Trump.
You recall.
Then I guess it would only be the mediation statement that would be...
I believe she filed a lawsuit, so there was a complaint, which I believe is public. So if I'm not speaking correctly, we could look at the complaint and see if she makes that allegation.
In an earlier clip to that, in an earlier portion, he was acting like he didn't know what they were talking about, and they had to like tell him her name. And he's like, oh, now I remember. But go ahead.
Yeah, because she was referred to as Jane Doe 4.
Yeah,
and he wasn't sure, I guess, who that was. But for those that are familiar with Jane Doe 4, she is the woman who filed the lawsuit claiming that both Epstein and Trump SA'd her, and Epstein's estate settled with her and paid her off.
I'm sorry, but
what's up with these people accepting payments from everybody? Like, what is happening?
Well, he's dead. He's dead. I mean, he can't. There's no other punishment for him.
I mean, allegedly, because St. Pete or what, Palm Beach Pete. I don't know. He a little sus. Anyway,
what do you mean he looks sus? That the guy is clearly a different guy, and that was clearly him in the car.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's been around. Anyway, sorry. Back to it. If I was anyone in the Trump administration, you know that they all know who Jane Doe 4 is. Like, I'm sure that.
How old was she when this happened? Was she like a kid?
13, 14, I think. Yeah,
some 13 to 14 years old.
And so she just. I mean,
I'm sorry,
homeboy is dead, but how about Trump? Like, why accept it?
They're pedophile protectors because he's a pedophile.
Because I feel like their life be threatened, bro, low key. But whatever, we're not gonna go there. I'm just saying.
Their lives aren't threatened, but their livelihood is threatened, because if they go against him, he is going to make sure they don't get reelected, and they're not going to have all of these lobbyists lining their pockets and getting rich. So their livelihood is in jeopardy, but not their lives.
And let's not get it twisted. I'm sure plenty of them have been killed during that whole Epstein sex trafficking. There's evidence of it. There's documents of it.
Wait, what are we talking about? The women or the Republicans?
I'm talking about. She's talking about the victims.
Yeah,
right?
I was talking about the victims.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about the Republicans that are going along with it. My bad.
No, I feel like the victims that are accepting payment, and settling, and so just brushing shit under the rug is more than just getting paid. I feel like.
Well, what other option do they have?
They don't
at
accept.
this point?
Oh, keep fighting and testifying.
The man's dead.
But Trump is not.
But
And it was both of them.
But nothing's gonna happen to him until he's out of office. So it's just not gonna happen. Nothing's going to happen while he is sitting in.
And this occurred prior. This was the lawsuit happened.
Oh, years ago.
Years ago. So this wasn't anything that's current now. This is just information that we're getting.
She was paid last year though. In 2025, she was paid.
Right, but it was settled prior to that.
All right. So Agnes, what's going on?
Let's lighten this shit up. I've been waiting for this.
For those that have been following us for a little while, y'all see the relationship between Damien and Jew.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't see behind the scenes because before we start recording, there's a lot of shit happening. Like they go back and forth, like fucking tit for tat, like husband and wife. So, and I know they've been cool for a long time, and I feel. Are you not gonna say it?
You were saying?
He's not gonna say it.
That's
We're gonna
some
get him
bitch
to say it
shit.
eventually. So I feel like they know each other. Could be me, but I want to kind of test it. I want you guys to stay here and watch to see how much Damien and Jew know each other. So I created a game.
So I was wondering what
created
this
a
was
game.
about. That's interesting. All right, fuck it, let's do it.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I want you to answer it for yourself and answer it how you think the other person's gonna answer. But you're not gonna say it out loud. You're gonna write it down. Your answer of each other first, or what you think each other's answer is, and then your own, and we'll go from there, just to see how well you guys know each other.
Okay.
All right.
So, do you need an example? Do you want me to give you an example?
I think we got it. Let's roll.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
let's roll with it. Okay, so I'm gonna just ask questions. Simple shit. We're gonna start off simple. What is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? And then what you think the other person's favorite color is. I hope y'all don't know this because I don't know if y'all know each other's favorite color, but so let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
The hell? Periwinkle? Like, what are you writing so long over there?
Well, I'm writing mine and Damien's. And
Okay.
yeah, there we go.
So we're gonna start with Damien first. What do you think Drew's favorite color is? Raise it up. Blue?
Yeah.
What is your favorite color? Raise it up. Blue or green? Okay. Oh, que lindo. All right, Drew, what do you think? Well, he already showed. You got to do separate. You need separate papers. We can't see both of your
Okay,
answers.
yeah.
I didn't know I thought we were doing them together.
I'll make sure I do them
No.
separate. Okay. So that's a rule. But
So-
here's names. Wop, wop,
And
wop, wop,
I
wop,
know
wop.
that. And we already saw that's his answer. Okay. Next
All right.
question. When you guys are at home and you're walking around the house, do you walk barefooted, you wear socks, or do you wear chancletas? What do you think each other wears? And then write what you wear. Or if you do wear anything. All right, Drew, we're going to start with you. What do you think Damien walks around the house with?
I'm still rocking right in mine. Okay, I got it. So Damien, I think he walks around in socks.
What's your answer? Flip-flops.
Okay, flip-flops. I got one wrong.
And what do you think Drew wears?
He's correct.
Oh shit, he is right. Not Julia writing his name next to his answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just write the answer. Okay.
When you eat food, spoon or fork? I am laughing. Are you done? You done, Drew, already?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Damien. What do you think Drew eats with? Drew? What do you eat with? Oh. Okay, you.
I don't know. I could just see him eating like rice with a spoon or some shit.
Low key, I thought he ate with a spoon too. I'm not even in front.
That sounds like a low key judgment, but whatever.
I mean, a little bit.
I eat with a spoon. I eat with a spoon. Okay, for you, what do you think Damien eats with? Aw.
I should have wrote. I should have wrote pitch.
You've already. Who's gotten 2 right? You gotten 1 right?
We're both tied now.
Okay.
You got to keep score, Agnes.
I am. My bad. Favorite song from a 90s rap group. It doesn't matter.
A group?
Yeah, rap group.
Can we just name the group?
Favorite group? Favorite rap group?
Yeah.
I feel like y'all know each other's favorite rap group.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think I know what his answer would be. And I know he knows what my answer would be.
So see, that's too easy. Because I feel like I know what your answer would be.
Everybody knows what my answer would be.
Okay. All right. So let's do favorite rap group and see if Drew knows you for real and if you know him for real.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay, Drew. Since you finished first, what do you think his favorite rap group is?
From the 90s, it's definitely CNC Music Factory. I got Wu-Tang.
Is he right? You didn't show your answer.
We don't even need to.
That's what I'm saying. I knew that.
Everybody knows that.
And that's why that was too easy. How about Drew's? What's his favorite? Okay, Drew, what's your answer?
That is a good answer, Damien, because they are number 2, but my number 1 is
Tribe Called Quest. Oh, Wu-Tang, you were gonna go. Yeah. I thought you were gonna either say Tribe Called Quest or De La Soul.
It's
you
Wu-Tang.
Didn't think Wu-Tang?
It's Wu-Tang and Tribe Called Quest are my 2 favorite 90s rap groups.
Close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real close. Because that switches from day to day. I might wake up tomorrow and be like, yo, it's Tribe, but today is Wu-Tang. Yeah.
Okay. What is your most used emoji? And what do you think
I can't.
Your opposite. You have a most used emoji. Well, so what do you think Drew's most used emoji is?
Know what mine
I don't know
is.
why I feel like I know what Drew's gonna say about you, David, but don't say it out loud.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I don't know if I could draw it. I'm gonna just write the word.
Okay. And then, of course, write what your most used emoji is.
I'm sure he's got it.
All right, Damien, you go first. What is his? What is yours?
So mine is actually
really.
I love a lot of comments more so. It's just his I give more shit.
No, loving comment and using an emoji is 2 different things.
Yeah, I use the love emoji more than anything, or either the love or the laugh.
I don't know why I thought you was gonna use that.
It's just Damien says the stupidest
Whoa.
shit. So all he gets from me.
I mean,
is
since you know he be the
What did
one
you
with
say?
the dirty jokes, and I really thought for sure yours was the eggplant. But
that is so
we
funny you
digress.
say that. We ready for Dames?
Oh
Yeah, what is that?
You're a
What
fucking
is
liar.
that?
I got eggplant for Dame, but then
Yeah,
I
hold it up higher.
it's actually just a like, yeah.
What is
The
yours?
eggplant, the
No,
eggplant
you've
is a
never.
joke.
Okay, I was gonna say you've
It's
never
a
seen.
joke. It's a joke, bro.
I-
That's
I-
why like is underneath it.
I got it. Yeah.
What is it?
But I wouldn't say that's the mime. I never use the like emoji.
You use that thumbs up shit.
That's different.
That's the like. The thumbs up is the like.
No, but see,
No,
you're
the heart is
reacting
the
to
like.
something. Yeah, heart
No,
and
no.
the thumb is a like.
No. Heart is a different emoji than the thumbs up.
Thumbs up is a thumbs up, but I use the
flex.
Yeah.
The strong arm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do. You
So
do use that.
I'm thinking when you react to a text message or a comment, it's an actual emoji that you use. That's what I was asking. But whatever, we digress.
Oh, for me then that would be the laugh emoji. Because
Okay.
Or the turd. The laugh or the turd. Yeah.
J-Lo or Salma Hayek?
Oh.
Not your own personal answer, but
It's the same. It's the same for both of us. I already know. I'm not even gonna waste my paper.
Then I'll wait. I'll wait for him to write because we have to have proof. I can't just be like, yeah. Drew, what do you think Damien's choices? And his? Same?
Same.
Yeah? Period. Thank God y'all not fucking on the J-Lo fucking bandwagon because I cannot. Biggest pet peeve. Y'all need to know this because y'all argue like cats and dogs. I know what your biggest pet peeve is. And I think that just aligns with your OCD.
Yo, you write a book?
Are you asking what I'm a little confused. So I want to hear what Damien has to say.
Biggest pet peeve.
So, what do you think Damien's biggest pet peeve is? And then what is your biggest pet peeve? And what irks the fuck out of you?
I got mine.
I
don't have Damien's yet. Let me think a little bit on Damien. So, Damien.
There could be so many too. There's a few.
I have a few.
I know.
There's one.
All right. So what irks Damien the most? I got it.
Oh shit. All right, David, we're gonna start with you.
I bet he just wrote down Julian.
Would I be close?
That would be crazy. What's Julian's biggest pet peeve? That's actually a really good answer.
Or horror films or certain things, but that's not it. That's not it.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest, it's sort of one or two, but it's people who lie and being misrepresented. I do not like being misrepresented. I will cut a motherfucker off for misrepresenting me. Yeah.
I hate liars. Yeah.
Okay, and what do you think Damien's biggest pet peeve is?
Bam!
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know if that I wouldn't have put that in the pet peeve category though. Just don't.
That's I'll kill you, motherfucker.
Yeah. Just don't do it. Yeah.
What is your...
You don't like some ASMR stuff?
No, hell no.
Listen,
and that's mainly that creepy guy you like, the fucking, I don't know what he's a comedian. Yeah.
Really? Really?
I'm gonna send you some. He's hilarious.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna send you
God.
some, Agnes.
Okay, and the last one. This is the last one. We kind of tie. We kind of tie here. I mean, Drew's winning.
We can't kind of be tied. We got to either.
We're kind of tied.
Well, because the emoji kind of threw it off. If you would have, I don't know. I don't know if to give him a point for that, but a food that you secretly hate. Nobody knows that you really don't like, and that might be a hard one.
I don't even know. I don't even know for myself.
It could be a vegetable, a fruit, something. Just
okay.
You're like, nah.
All right.
Nobody knows that you really eat.
I got two.
Have no idea what to put for Damien.
I don't know what yours could be, Damien. I try to think of it myself, and I was like, I don't know if I know you don't like anything.
Yeah, there's not many. There's only two things I can think of.
James, you like glizzies?
Yo. Just couldn't get through this, could we?
Okay. Drew, are you ready? Not yet. Damien, are you done?
Quick.
Are you still going?
I'm done.
All right, so we're gonna go with Damien first. What do you think?
I'm not 100% sure if this was right, but I know his family does something different for this holiday, so I'm gonna just say
you secretly don't like turkey, Drew?
I love turkey.
I couldn't remember what it was, but I remember we talked about Thanksgiving one time, or maybe it was Christmas, and y'all did something different, lasagna or something. I don't
turkey
know what
related?
It was. No, they
lasagna.
do something. They do something different than like a traditional. I couldn't remember what it was.
So what is it? What is it? What food don't you like, Drew?
It's
low key.
It's not even low key. I couldn't think of anything low key because I'm a big mouth, so I'm just gonna say what I don't like. But it's definitely
really.
I don't fuck with mayo at all. Mayo or mustard. I can't stand the sight of it. Either one.
I don't like mayonnaise. I prefer Miracle Whip, but I could. Yeah, I use them like in stuff, but yeah, no.
As an ingredient,
yeah,
probably not gonna care. But you put that shit on a sandwich and
like, what do you put on a turkey sandwich?
Butter.
I like butter on the bread.
When you dry it, it's just dry as hell. You don't put anything on it.
I don't know I don't know why people say that. I don't make dry sandwiches. Like, what kind of bread are you guys eating?
I'm asking what you do.
I like, when I have a full sandwich, I have lettuce, tomato, onions, peppers. So it's kind of moist, and then maybe some vinegar and oil, and then and then your turkey and cheese, and you're good.
I guess the vinegar and oil. You don't put nothing on the bread.
Well, sometimes a little bit of vinegar and oil, or if not, butter works. But I don't need my bread to be moist and sliding. My.
He just wanted to say the word again. Okay, what is Damien's?
Got no shot.
I have no shot. I'm guessing this, and I think he might agree with me, but it's not the one he picked. But powder mac and cheese.
That shit's disgusting. That's a fact. And if you eat that shit, something's wrong with you.
See, what is it?
I didn't guess it because that's a hard one to guess, but I had a feeling Damien wouldn't be down for that shit.
Hell no, but
ew. Yeah, I can't do liver. Ugh.
I don't like any of that either. Yeah,
I don't even like the smell when they cook it. I can't. Wow,
that's one of my mom's favorite dishes: cow liver and onions, and there would be nights where I would just be sitting at the fucking table because I can't.
Yeah, same.
You know what I can't stand, and I don't ever run into this, but I have like smelled it, and I don't know many people who eat this. Scrapple. You guys eat Scrapple?
Never heard.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like you can go to like the deli, and it's basically all the different leftover meat that's like in the. Yeah, people take it and they put it all together and they cook. It's called Scrapple.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Didn't they say that's what bologna is? Just a whole bunch of different meats kind of smashed them together. That shit is gross. Well, there you have it. Jew knows Damien a little bit more than Damien knows Jew, so
no way. I feel like my shit was.
Well, it would have been a tie because the last ones you guys didn't get nothing, but it would have been a tie if he would have if he didn't use a reactive emoji rather than a regular emoji. Because
and by the way, Scrapple, what it actually is, it's most commonly called liver mush.
That's
or this is even worse, liver pudding. It's very common.
But wait,
are you talking about liverwurst?
No, liver mush or liver pudding. That's what Scrapple is.
So it's not. It doesn't look like meat. It looks like a pudding.
Every time I've seen it, it looks like chunks of different meats. But apparently,
what the hell?
You asked.
That's real. That's a real thing. Like you can go into a Publix and ask for that.
I believe you can. Yeah. Damien is looking this shit up.
I've never heard of that shit in my life. I swear to God, if you in this audience and you eat this shit and you try it, please let me know if this is real because there's no way.
If you like Scrapple, leave a comment. I definitely want to know how
if you even heard of Scrapple, please.
Yeah,
even heard of it. But it is a thing. You looked it up, right? It is a thing.
I'm about to look it up. Like, okay, Scrapple. Do they?
My stomach is like backflips right now.
In the South, Scrapple is most commonly called
is that what it's
liver
supposed
mush
to look like? Am I looking at the right thing?
Moist liver pudding. I think it is.
Is that what it is?
You see how gray that thing looks? And
that's just disgusting. Ew, that's so fucking gross. I've never heard of that in my life. How do you even know that?
My wife's dad likes it.
Bruh.
So she's talked about it.
He Hispanic?
I think he's African American.
I ain't never heard of that shit in my life. I didn't even know that shit existed. So you definitely taught me something new for real today.
Well,
I'm gonna ask.
If you've never heard of Scrapple, now you know. So here's another definition real quick. So it says that, I guess in the South, and this is what I usually thought it was, it's, I guess, a combination of fried pork scraps and trimmings combined with other meats. So
what the fuck is trimmings? What are they talking about?
Like scraps.
Scraps. Yeah. Scraps. Like, yeah. It's just trimmings.
So
I think
it could be pieces of bone and teeth and shit, because that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's so
I
gross,
think it's just
bro.
pieces of other leftover meat. Anyway, Scrapple.
Scrapple.
Not the looking in the camera.
I looked right in the camera. Could you just put me just my screen, and then we'll end the segment with just me saying it.
Oh. Fuck, I don't remember how to do that.
This guy.
You can do. Oh, he did himself.
Okay, no, keep your picture. Keep your picture.
No.
Put your picture
Don't
back.
do it. Don't do it.
No. Just put your picture back. I'm gonna do an ASMR. And I want Damien's like full reaction.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
Scrapple, the moist liver pudding.
He's so stupid.
Scrapple.
Ew.
Moist liver pudding with all the porky trimmings. Yeah, he's just sitting there, fucking weird, pervy smile. Like,
for real. I was like, what the hell is he smiling about?
yeah, and then you asked him like twice and he wouldn't answer you. He's just like,
because I was waiting for you because you were occupied doing something.
bro, I was just staring here at
Yeah,
at
he
screen.
was.
You were looking down, you were doing something, and the last thing I wanted to do was start this recording back, which we already have, with you looking down.
I wish we
I
would have
didn't
been
see him
recording at that time. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Damien's a creepo.
Oh, damn.
What sport do you find pointless that you just cannot stand watching?
So for me, and it's become a real popular sport. Like I've seen it. I don't know. I don't even like calling it a sport, but there's a sport where people just slap the fucking shit out of each other and see who can hold that slap. What the fuck is the point of that? That's the most stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. They literally prepare themselves to get the living shit smacked out of them to hold it in and say, I ate that shit, and possibly get knocked out. Like, I don't know. It's stupid as fuck to me and pointless.
I watch it.
Julie loves that shit.
Oh
I'm not
God,
like I don't follow like the people who do it, but anytime I see it pop up, I'm just intrigued. Like it's one of those things where I would agree, like it's not a good sport, but I can't keep my eyes off of it. I don't know why.
It's pointless. It's so stupid.
I agree with you 100%. It is pointless. It is stupid.
But you watch.
But I watched it.
Yeah. I mean, I seen the clips, you know. I see the clips, and I'm just like,
Dame, do you do this? Because I know I fucking do it. You know, sometimes I'm watching that and I'm thinking, I'll get a Tanisha and I'll be like, babe, a few years ago, I think I would have been good at that sport. And like, I don't know about how I would feel about getting hit like that.
My temper is way too short. I'll be ready to
and
fight.
Just the face, like, I don't know for y'all, but like growing up, like you just didn't hit the face. Yeah,
Right.
don't just hit the face. Like, and then to make a sport out of it and to do real life training,
But you get to
train
hit
yourself.
back. Yeah.
If you don't get knocked out first, then you weak as shit. You weak as shit by the time it's time for you to get up and slap somebody back. It's stupid as fuck. Am I lying?
So
you find the strength.
Let me try to pick your brain a little bit. So you're in that competition. Someone slaps you. You get knocked out. The next day, you're probably thinking, "Where's my get back?" Right?
The next day, you just gotta deal with the fact that
you gotta eat that shit the next day.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Right.
But imagine, you get knocked out, and then it's time for you to like wake up out of it. Like it's hard to do that. You're still like kind of stunned. Like you don't have the strength to use all of your power now to slap the shit out of them back. You already lost.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Yeah, I can't.
There's another sport now where they're running into each other. Have you seen this? I think I mentioned it. They're literally taking off full speed.
It's like an abbreviated rugby. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all it is. It's just one person on one end, another person on the other end, and then
no
they just,
pads, no helmet,
right, just run right smack
and
into
you hear it too. It's
like a joust, but just like a human. Yeah,
with your body.
See, there got to be something wrong with you. There got to be something wrong with you.
There will be after you've taken enough of those blows.
That's a fact.
Because that's how goats fight.
Yes,
Like-
they should call it goat fighting.
That's exactly you hit that shit on the head. That's exactly what it is.
That's just stupid as hell.
That shit was the perfect freaking analogy. Goats, it's like goats fighting.
Well, believe it or not, they have professional tag.
I love tag.
But tag is dope. What you mean?
I love watching that.
That's fun, and there's a purpose. There has a purpose.
Those parkour skills, some of them display, and yeah, it's dope.
Tag is fun to play, but to watch?
Hell, yes. It's yeah. I would definitely watch people play tag. That shit would probably be the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I think I would enjoy it.
Dang.
You know what I don't enjoy?
Someone should slap you in the face and then take off running so we can see how you play the tag game.
It's not going to be tag anymore when I catch them.
That's the fun.
That part. There's an Olympic sport that I just saw. I went out with my girls the other night and we stopped at a bar to have a couple of drinks, and they had these fucking Olympic shit. And I don't know what the name of the sport is, and I don't know if you even gonna know what I'm talking about, but it's literally in ice, and they like, and it's women, and they run through this ice, and then they have like this fucking stick, and they're both mad hard, and then this bitch comes gliding like a stupid bitch, and they're like, what the fuck is that?
I'm pretty sure that's called curling.
Yeah.
What is that sport, and what's the purpose of that?
To get that big weight or whatever the thing is called, to get it inside of a circle.
This is it's throwing air.
Like smoothing out the ice to create a path for it to travel on.
Right. It's like cutting out as much friction as you can.
Stupid. Yeah. And then they come gliding like this. It's so fucking stupid.
Do that again. They come gliding like what?
They do. She with her legs out like this. And they so serious. I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. This is a real thing. Yeah. But hey, that's me. There's a couple of sports that I just don't find the purpose to it.
So I'm gonna go a little bit different than you guys. I wouldn't say this is. I guess to the question is, what sport do you find pointless? Not necessarily a bad sport, but I find the NFL pointless. American football.
Really?
It doesn't.
I wouldn't say that. Well, for you.
For me, I get why people love it. I think just similarly the clashing and the concussions and what the repercussions of that has been, the lack of black coaches, lack of black quarterbacks, lack of activism allowed by the players, the gambling aspect of it, and a whole host of other reasons. I just sometimes watch it and I'm just like, why is this shit so popular? Why?
Do the clashing thing again.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I mean, I don't know if I want to watch that, but the fact that
I think today, like half of the starting quarterbacks are black, or pretty close to half.
I mean, I'm just saying, like the history of it has been pretty
true.
bad, but also the lack of scoring. You know, it's most of the action is just up and down on the field. You know, okay, third down, now we're gonna field goal or punt. You know, and then sometimes I watch games where you're doing that and the score is like 7-14 or 7-0 sometimes. And it's just like, shit was whack.
You don't like soccer either?
I'm not a big soccer fan either. It's a whole lot of like nothing. But the thing is with soccer, when that score happens, the fans go crazy. I guess the same thing with football when, you know, you get a touchdown.
It's the same thing.
But it's just, it's just like, oh, okay. You know, I'll say this: baseball too.
Baseball, I cannot do it anymore. It's so boring.
There's something.
No, it's not.
When you go to the baseball games, though.
Yeah, going to the game is completely different experience.
There's like a
fact.
I find it's like hockey as well. If you go to a live hockey game. There's something about the atmosphere, the sound of the ice, or baseball, the sound of the bat hitting the ball and the music. There's something so oddly nostalgic about it, even if you're not a baseball or a hockey fan, that I don't think any other sport replicates.
Basketball, for me, it's the hockey fans.
The fans are
the hockey
hardcore.
Fans are,
yeah.
You're gonna have a good time just sitting around them.
I went to a baseball game. I'll never forget it. Gabby must have been about 5 or 6 years old, and we took him to a baseball game, and there was this little old lady sitting next to us, and she knew everything about baseball. She must have been like in her 80s, and she just knew everything. And she wouldn't stop talking about it. And I guess she thought we were like the same, and then I guess quickly she realized like we're complete casuals and we were just there because we got free tickets. But yeah, they're like fans of like true fans of a sport. They're different. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the NFL. NFL, I feel like what do you call those tailgate parties or whatever?
Yeah,
that's what the NFL is to me. It's a big tailgate party. Like I've gone to NFL games and pretty much everyone's there just for the food and for the social aspect of it. Like that's what I felt like. People were eating and talking. They weren't paying attention to the field until like shit got close to score.
You're not all the way wrong because it is a big part of it. There are people that just go to tailgate. They don't go into the game.
Yeah,
I've seen those too.
I know that.
So like tailgating is definitely a big part of it. But the game is serious.
It's culturally huge here in the States. Number one team sport by a mile. But I just think I was watching Marcellus Wiley the other day, and he said that he thinks that basketball is a better sport than football. And he's a former NFL player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was saying like the product is better. He's like the product is just better in basketball, like it is. But football is just leagues more popular in America.
I guess I think it just depends on who you are, because to watch football and enjoy it does require you understanding the whole game. Yeah. Where basketball, you may not know the plays and the pick and rolls and the different defenses, but you understand shoot and score. Like, and it's up and down, constant movement, constant action. So maybe from that aspect, yeah, it's probably the more entertaining game to watch and the easier game to watch.
But at the end of the day, those are like legit sports that they have a purpose. There's a point to the sport. I mean, there's what I'm saying, like, I don't know if you guys remember a movie that came out. There was literally a movie. There's a sport where you have to like cough up some phlegm and spit as far as you can. And they made a whole movie about it.
So I guess you're talking like really like niche sports. You know what sport I like that's very niche? Like a couple of them. I love like the strongman competitions. Like I watch them all the time. And I like the lumberjack ones. I like when they put the plank and then they stand on it and they like I watch it and I'm just like it's dope. Like it's just kind of dope. I love the competition.
I have to come across them. I'm not tuning into it.
Right. But then when you come across it, just like the slap fighting, you're like, okay, let's see what's going on here. Right.
But lumberjack shit has a purpose. Like slapping each other is fucking stupid.
You're not wrong.
Coughing up some phlegm to spit as far as you can when a trophy is. Yeah, there's a movie. I'm gonna tell you right now.
You cannot tell me it's okay.
And it's I want to say it was like a 90s movie.
Scrapple. I think that's what it's called.
Ew.
Yeah.
Just feed us some Scrapple and then see how we spit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of niche sports out there. Synchronized swimming, some people. But listen,
that shit is really hard.
Yes, I appreciate it. I appreciate a lot of that stuff.
I'm never watching that shit though.
I've watched. You know what I love? I love ice skating.
I
love figure skating. Like figure skating.
Yep, I love that shit too. I used to sit down with my dad for hours watching that shit.
Yeah,
I remember when the whole shit happened with the girl that broke the other chick's legs, the hated the Tanya and what's her name?
Harding and Nancy Kerrigan.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that. I remember watching that on the news when I was a kid. That shit was crazy. I saw that.
I enjoy the singles, but the couples, I hate that shit.
I like the couples.
I hate that.
I see when they bust their ass.
I prefer the singles. I prefer the singles. Oh, I can tell you a pointless game. I'm gonna get my head chewed out for this one, but I think golf is completely pointless.
Do you ever play?
I played miniature.
Golf. I mean, it takes talent as a sport. Like
no.
Not easy.
Golf is a fucking sport.
Yeah.
Do not get it twisted.
I agree.
I used to share your I used to share your opinion. If you get your ass out on that golf course, you will have a different respect for the sport.
I'm not. You're right. I'm totally ignorant to what that is like. But watching it, doesn't do anything for me.
Nah, it's not the funnest.
I'm sure there's a reason why it's so highly regarded by most athletes. Yeah,
it's very hard. It's a very hard sport. I mean, you just think you're hitting a ball this big, hundreds of yards away into a hole with like 4 swings. Like it's.
I mean, you can simplify anything and make it sound stupid, but until you're actually in the competition, do we really know? Like, you know, like I mean, we got to put more respect on it.
Physically, it is hard.
Same thing with like NASCAR driving, like racing, like physically, that is a demanding sport. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you just think how many surgeries Tiger Woods had on his knees, like just playing golf.
Agnes, maybe the spitting competition might, you know, maybe that's more grueling than what we know. You know, maybe they get dehydrated. Maybe, you know, they got to have the right.
There's so many sports. It may not be a popular sport. It may not be, you know, a super popular sport, but there's sports out there that I'm just like, how did this even make the cut? Like how we categorize this as a sport is wild to me.
Have y'all ever watched what's that shit? Cricket?
Yeah, I've watched cricket. I've seen it.
And it's that might be maybe like the 3rd most popular sport in the world. Like it's not the most popular, but it's very popular in a large portion of the world. And I'd be like watching it, I see it, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't.
What the hell are y'all doing? That's what I see when I see that. I'm like, what is happening?
I don't get this sport.
Yeah, you know what it is? I love competition. You know what show that I watch that it's not a sport, but it's getting close to feeling that way? This is a real guilty pleasure show that I watch, but I love it. Forged in Fire. You ever watch that?
I used to watch.
Wait, what is that?
It's big. Go ahead.
Like a sword making competition.
Yeah,
making?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a competition where they have to make different swords, and then they'll, like, let's say like 2 guys make a sword, a guy and a girl. You know, you see them go through the whole process, they make it, and then the way they test it is they'll bang it, like they'll cut like a carcass of a pig, and you'll see like them cutting through the pig to see if it'll kill. And then the guy's like, "This will kill." He has like his little catchphrase, and then they'll take the sword and do like a strength test. And they'll bang it like on bamboo or bang it on like metal and see if the sword will break or if it gets chips. And that's the competition, is then they test the sword, and whoever wins gets like 10 grand or whatever. Okay, and it's kind of dope. Yeah, it's kind of dope.
Sometimes they'll add different challenges, like they'll make them mix 2 different types of metal. Right. And it's just things that require a certain skill set. And if
I would watch that.
Right, that you make a sword out of these screws and nuts. You know what I'm saying? And then they make one, and then they'll do like a competition starting like with four versus each other, and then
there's women who do this too?
Oh yeah, women do it too. And then the last 2 get 5 days to go home and build up a sword on their home, in their home shop, right? And what's really cool about that is sometimes the weapons will be featured, like it'll be like this sword was featured in this movie or in this video game or whatever, and they'll show the sword, and then they'll have to kind of make it. And it's not just swords; it's like swords, knives, different things.
That's dope. I never heard of that. I'll definitely.
It's been around for a few years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is that a sport? I don't know. It's a competition.
That's definitely
it's competition.
Listen, if fucking slapping each other is a sport, then that's definitely a sport.
Facts.
I don't know. I mean, most competitions are considered sports, no?
No, chess, checkers,
cheerleading. It's a competition,
That's a sport.
And that's considered sport.
I think it requires you to have physical strength and physical skills. I mean, you're doing things with your body. Chess is, a huge competition, but I don't know if I would call it a sport.
Let me tell you, I just watched a documentary on chess. It's on Netflix. It's called Queen of Chess.
Okay.
So far, my favorite documentary of the year. Really good. Really, really good. Like
I don't
watched
understand
it.
chess. I wanna get to learn it.
Really?
Do either of you play chess? I play chess.
No.
Yeah. So I watched it, and it's about really like the best woman chess player and everything she had to overcome. And just
She was badass.
Oh, she was so good, but she ran up against this like guy who was like considered the best in the world, and she just could never beat him. I'm kind of spoiling some of it, but it talks about that story, and it doesn't talk about like hardcore sexism or assault. It's not like a downer. It's just about like everything that she went through to achieve her goals, and the pressure that her father put on her and the pressure she put on herself, and how she influenced, chess throughout the world is really, really good. And it's one of those things, if you're not into it, which I don't think either one of us are, to the point where we're following that stuff, but you see that community is huge. It's worldwide, and it's probably a lot bigger than most people know.
I remember I used to go to Orchard Beach, and they would be full, and there would be TV there, like people with TV stations recording people playing chess at the parks and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I know.
I used to see people playing. I don't remember Orchard Beach, but I used to live on
Central and
in the Bronx in Echo Park. I used to see people play there for a short time.
Central.
It's interesting. I never thought about it, but like in New York, chess is a big deal. Like you see it everywhere, in the parks, but not down here. I never thought about that before.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some corner somewhere, and where people are doing it. I'm sure.
Yeah, but almost every park in New York has
chess tables,
right?
And we have Cracker Barrel checkers in Florida. Anyway.
Yo, not for nothing. I love the fucking triangle game at Cracker
Yes,
Barrel.
Me too.
I'll play that shit. What is it called?
Triangle game
with the pegs, and you gotta leave leave as little as many pegs as you can. I forgot what it's called.
As little as you can.
I don't really go to. I've been there
at
twice.
least amount as you can. Let's see.
I've bought it a couple times and I've had it, but I always lose them or lose the pegs. But yeah, what it's called? Dumb.
And it's in Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, they have them on the tables at Cracker Barrel.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
This pegs is like a certain amount of holes, and like one hole is left open, so you can jump. You have to jump the pegs, and you have to do it in a way to leave the least amount. And if you leave like 4, like you're playing ignoramus. If you leave 3, you're pretty good. But if you leave 2, like you're great. It has these little sayings on it, depending on how many.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds fun.
It's a cool game.
I don't know if there's a name to it. I keep typing it up, and it's like Cracker Barrel's peg game.
No, it's on the.
There's a name. Yeah,
it has a name.
Tricky Triangle.
I don't know if that's the name.
Alternative name is Peg Solitaire.
Well, I never heard that before.
Yeah, but those are the two that I see. Tricky Triangle and Peg Solitaire.
Anyway, I'm sure everyone who's been to Cracker Barrel knows what the fuck we talking about.
I think we did it. I didn't even know that existed.
I think we did
it. We did what?
Completed the podcast. Had a good time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got carried away with the with all the sports and the peg game. Yeah, we definitely derailed from what we hate to what we love,
as we always do. Episode 6, man, in the books. It was a good time. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget
Like and subscribe.
Guys, make sure, please, we definitely love the support, but like, share, comment, subscribe. All of that stuff really helps the algorithm. Watching the podcast, straight through as long as you can really helps. But it's all appreciated. If you're spending some of your time throughout the day with us, much appreciated.
And if you guys have any topics that you want us to cover or intrigued to hear our opinion on anything, please let us know.
And if you guys like the Bromance Game, and maybe next time we can do a bromance version with Agnes and Dame, I'd be happy to host that. I think we should do that. I think I might have some questions that I might want to throw at you guys. Yeah, I think I might do that shit. But but yeah,
sounds like fun. But in the meantime,
it's been a blast. Thank you for sticking with us. Number 6. Oh my God, I'm still blown that it's number 6. It's been 6 weeks. That's like a month and a half. Period. Look at us. Look at us.
Very aware of the time.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
Wow. That was a way more smart ass than what I said.
Oh my God.
Well,
anyway,
everybody.
Don't let whack ass people fuck with your dope ass energy. Peace.
That part.
Peace.